on the wall. I did my border, the green border, and I'm making the Perry points. And I got them already pinned down on one of my borders. So, if you want to see how this is going to work, how I'm going to do this, come back and join me. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. We're going to sew these down on this border. We're going to get them sewed down. We are actually doing them, I got them all pinned up here. Little tedious here because you're not doing a 1/4 inch seam on this, seam allowance on this, because you want to make sure that they go into your 1/4 inch seam allowance. So you're doing like 1/8 of an inch. And you have to keep these, what you have to do here is when you put them down, when you go to put them down, you have to take the next one and open it, and you connect them. Can you see that? I did it with my hand. But anyway, you just folding them and you connect them like so. So, I don't know anybody that's ever did them. I did a short video on them when I was making them, which is not too good. And I should have let you guys come along and let me see me make them. But I was just so excited that I got to work on my sister's quilt for a change that I just kind of got carried away, y'all. I did. But I did everything not to do this. I wanted to do every kind of border, but since the quilt is so cute, I figured I better do this border. Got it slipping off, y'all. I gotta catch it. I don't have a spray ball in the way this time. Last video, I caught myself trying to make sure you guys seen I had the spray ball all in the way. So, I don't have it in the way this time. Try to be cautious of that. Try to be a little bit more cautious of that. The kids are out of school for the summer. He's on rare form. She's always on rare form. So maybe they'll be quiet enough for me to do this video. I do not want to be killing myself with these pins. And I have to make sure that I keep them tucked. So I'm trying to do that as I sew along. This is something new for me, but I like it. I just I didn't think, I said the reason I didn't want to do the prairie points is because I didn't want them to be flopping around on the quilt, because I know that the kids are going to be in there, and this quilt is going to be washed a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them, but I'm going to tack them down. Most of the time, I guess what I've seen, they're not tacked down, but mine will be tacked down. I don't see why it makes a difference, but I'm going to tack these down because I know them kids they'll take a lot of they'll get a lot of, can you see? Y'all can't even see. All y'all see is the top of my machine. Hold on, let me see if I can adjust that. Okay, Let's go there. Let's try this right here. That may work a little bit better. Yeah, I wasn't saying nothing but the machine. But I got to keep these, I got to keep them together. I know you still can't see the full of what I'm doing. I'm trying to do my best to get y'all. Maybe that's a little bit better. I don't have an overhead camera. This is the best I can do for you. For some reason it is stalling. There we go. There we go. But you gotta make sure these points are up under. It's up under the next one. Hold up. Yeah. I was gonna say that one is not, but it is. But it is out of line. A lot. Just gotta get him back where he belongs. Where he belongs. But one thing about it, the other border, this is gonna be connected to the other border, and I'm just doing this to tack them down to this border. So when I tack tack it to the other border, they won't be all over the place. The raw edges will be up under here. And as you can see, I'm using my stiletto tonight because I don't want to get my finger. I want to protect the finger. And I moved this around. I had it laying out there and it was all good, but they're still staying where they need to be. I'm just trying to make sure I catch them on both sides. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Not as bad. But I will go back and cut some blocks and show you how I made these. So it will be on this video how I made them. And actually, when I made these and I realized I had made them without filming them, I said, well, I'll just cut a couple of blocks and show you how they're made. So I will do that once I get through doing this. Very simple to make them. They're not hard at all. Just have to watch your finger at the iron. That's all. And I'm not gonna make y'all watch me sew all these down, but I did want to let you see me sew one of them down. Kind of give you an idea how to make them. Because I got some people that's going to say, why didn't you show us how to make that? And now, hey, I don't blame you. Why you showing me half of it? Show me all of it. So we're coming to the end here, y'all. Just got to make sure it's lined up correctly. And as you can tell by the sound of my machine, that's a lot of bulk right there. Because you fold these twice. And that's a lot of bulk. And I think I ran off a little bit on one part here. Yep, right there. I saw it. So I'm going to go back and get that. I saw it when I did it, y'all. That's the good thing about not just tacking them down and not doing it in the seam allowance. Making sure this stitch is going to be up under the seam allowance. So, with all these pins. I was doing some pinning this time, y'all. I really was. And these pins, somehow I got these pins free. Thank God I did, because I would be so upset if I had to buy them. They are so dull. Brand new pins. But they did have a hard time going through all this fabric, so. Okay, let me sit y'all back now. Sorry about moving y'all around, but I'm just trying to make sure you can see. Now this is sewn on the right side of the fabric. See them, y'all? I didn't do too shady, did I? It's sewn on the right side. Now they're going to be sewn again in the seam allowance down here. But I did pretty good. I think I did pretty good. See how they fold up? I don't want that. So what I'm going to do, when I get my quilt all together, I am going to tack these down when I do my quilting on this. Because I know those kids are going to tear those things off. But that's what I did. That's what I did, y'all. Okay, I'll be back to show you how to make them. Alright, guys. You take your square. And you have to be by your iron. You need to be with your iron. And you fold it. And press it. You'll fold it into a triangle, just like that. And then you're going to fold it again. See, there's your prairie point. And you're going to press it. And that's all it is. Just take your, this is a 5-inch square. Can't tell you what those are because it's not my pattern, but this is a 5-inch square. And it's got to be a square. Because I tried to do it one while ago, I just caught myself cutting a square, but it wasn't squared up, I guess, enough. But that's all you got to do. You're only folding it twice. Fold it. Fold it twice. If you ever worked in a restaurant, you didn't fold these before. I've worked in restaurants, so I know what this is. And anyway, that's all it is. That is your prairie point. All right, I'll be back. Okay, guys. I got the borders here all tacked down. And you know what? I did not, when I made this white border, I did not measure it out to come even with the end. But by the grace of God, it worked out. I'll show you what I mean once I get this border on. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. And when I started pinning it, I thought about it. And this is when we're doing the whole 1/4 seam allowance. I got it pinned up here. So I'm going to be taking my pins out. Don't be running over the pins, y'all. And this is thick. So take your time and get it on. I have to take my time because I always get I be sewing off crooked and everything. So I have to take my time and pay attention to what I'm doing. I can't hold it in, especially this, because it is really thick from the folding of the, why I keep reaching over there? Okay, anyway. You can hear how my machine is running. You know when I run over a thick part. I just want to make sure it's dragging a little bit. It's dragging a little bit. I don't think I'm really fast. I had to go get me some good pens to do this pinning. So I could not deal with those pens anymore. I don't remember what they came in, but I do remember saying, oh, I got some more pens. Those things are horrible. They are dull. These little old pens went in like butter. This oil field thread I got on here, it has broke several times. I have to pay attention that my thread is still there. I do not understand why they would sell a spool of thread when they know when they was winding it, it was breaking. I mean, that's cheating your customer. Not a good, I'm not going to talk about oil field because I kind of get upset with oil field. So, I'm not going to talk about them. But they're not my cup of tea. I ain't knocking them from nobody else. If you like it and truly like it, okay. I'm a little flustered about it now. Okay, we're coming to the end. I'm going to be able to show y'all what I'm talking about here. And just so happened, this just works. It worked out. It really did. It worked out. And when I did, supposed to measure that 1/4 inch. And when I measured this, I should have had it even here. See, I got this here. Can you see that? I got it here, and it comes right. It should have been a 1/4 off, but it comes right there. But I had another block here, another here, and it just happened to come out correctly. See, this is what I don't. This is why I don't like these. This is what I'm saying. See how this is folding, coming over, and it's flapping around. It's cute. I'm going to put the other side on, and then I'll put it back up on the wall and let y'all see. Well, I don't know if I can, because it's getting so big now. I may put it, fold it in half and put it on the wall. Let y'all see it. Anyway, I'll work it out for you guys. I'll be back once I get the other side on. Okay, guys, here it is with the, what's it, prairie points on. And what I was saying, I supposed to have measured out my my border there, but I was really lucky that it came out, and all I had to do was take one of the points off. But there it is, guys. And I'm kind of glad I did do the prairie points on it after all. So now I am going to do some more borders. I'm going to do the top and the bottom. And when you guys see it again, it should be put together. All right, guys, thanks for hanging in there. And I know you thought I would never get this quilt done, but it is turning out beautiful. I had to fold it because it's too wide for the board. But anyway, you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, I'll be back as soon as I get it to another step. I'll probably put the other 3 borders on it and lay it out and let you see it like that before I put any more borders on it. All right, thank you. All right, guys, I got the prairie points on the quilt. You see how wide the quilt is? I need to make it long. I'm gonna tell y'all a little something. I was gonna say I had 2 of the same colors, but that's a green and a blue. These points here, I had to redo them. They didn't match up, which doesn't. They still don't match up perfectly, but I just took them loose, slid them down. See, this one should come over a little bit, but that's fine. She ain't gonna know the difference. But my sister is a crafter, and kind of, she'll see it, but she ain't gonna say nothing because she just happy to get the quilt, even as she see it. But I will point it out to her because that's what I do. But that's what I did. I got that. So now I'm going to put some borders on it. I'm going to get the borders put on it. Put some more borders. I'm going to put another white one at this end and that end. And then put me probably a small, I think the border I cut was a 7-inch border. And then I may put a 5-inch border on each side. But I'm trying to make it just a little bit longer for. It's wide enough for her and the baby. It doesn't hang off the bed. But it's wide enough that she can snuggle with a little snuggle buddy. Because one of them going to snuggle with her. I know they are. So we're going to make it big enough. But I hadn't pressed them all the way down yet. And I'm not too much worried. I pressed out the border, so wouldn't be so much of the quilt. And then, y'all, I made a mistake right here, which I didn't. I just didn't get my stems had to go up under this border. They didn't make it. So I just put me another butterfly. Got to go around that. Another leaf, another butterfly. A flower. So I just did that to cover up those stems because they supposed to went under the border and they didn't quite make it, and I wasn't going to keep messing with it. So where they didn't make it under the border, they get a fallen leaf or a fallen flower or a nosy butterfly maybe getting a nose. And I didn't realize till I did that prayer report that these are the same colors, but it don't matter. Oh well. So what? So I mean, you're not going to always be perfect. So, I'm loving this quilt. And I did a couple of shorts on it as I go along the way. But I had to come and let you guys see it. Spread it out because can't no longer get it on the wall. And this is where I am right now. So, once I get some more borders on and get a little bit longer. And I'm going to put that, I'm going to put that green border. Remember, it was the lime green. Everybody told me to put on it, and I couldn't find the lime green, so I got the apple. I'm going to put that on there, but I kind of feel like it's going to look out of place. I don't know, but I hope not. I hope it just sets it off. I mean, it already sets itself off. You can't do much to it. It's a beautiful quilt. So, that's where I'm at now. I'll get back with you guys as soon as I get to another step. Hey guys, I'm coming with a finished product. Well, not finished. It hadn't been. I still got to iron it. I still have to sandwich it and quilt it. But this is the finish. And I know I said I was going to use the lime green borders to make it bigger. I didn't intend to make this quilt this big, but that's the way it happened. And on the front, on the top and bottom, these are my borders. I put this extra border. I love this fabric. And you can also get that fabric in green. But on the side, I just did, let me get over here. Y'all know I just did this one border. And I had actually gotten this fabric to use as my, binding. And I was glad I got 2 yards of it, because when I got it home and I looked at the lime green, when I put it up there, it just didn't jive. I didn't like it. I did not like it. But this right here has all my colors in it, and this right here blends in with this and some of my colors there. So I was gonna go find some more fabric because I wasn't happy. And then I said, let me check my stash. But I did buy this because I went for Memorial Day sale. And I liked it. And I wish they had got more. But the lady behind me liked it. And I just got my 2 yards and she wanted the rest of it. So don't know if they have any more. But then it's not on sale now because it's not Memorial Day. But either they're here or there. The quilt turned out bigger than I wanted it. So now I got to figure out, and I hadn't ironed all of this down. I tried to iron each border as I went. This has a total of, let's see, how many borders you got on you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 borders on the top and bottom, and it has 3 borders on the sides. So I wanted to make it long. I want to make it more long than anything. So that's where it is. That is my quilt, guys. I hope y'all like it. And I left the pillows on so you could see the top of it. Because laying it down, that means I have to go stand over it. But that's it. I hope my sister be happy. And of course, I got to get this one quilted. I got to get my mother's quilted before I can give her hers. And I got to get my son's quilted. For Cookie's birthday, everybody was complaining because they haven't got their quilt yet. So, I'm going to be working on getting at least these 3 people's quilts out. My son, my sister, and my mother's quilt. Alright guys, I will be back to finish up this video. I will see you in a bit. Hold on. Hey everybody. I am so proud of myself. Ta-da! The quilt top is done. Oh, I made it big too, y'all. I did not, as you notice, it's not on the wall because it's just too big to go on the wall. And I did not, I did not like that green fabric. So I showed you in the video on the layout about this fabric. And where is it? And this one. I love this fabric here. I did have some in green, but I love it. But it went good with this quilt. It's all soft and calming. So, but it did turn out to almost fit a queen size bed. Just not long enough on the sides, but definitely long enough on the bottom and top. And I only put that butterfly. You will see if you look at the whole video, you look at the end of the video. I only put this border at the top and bottom of the quilt. I was like, well, I gotta make the same border all the way around the quilt. Is there a law? Okay, quilt police. I'm sorry, I broke the rules. But I may do it again because it turned out so great. I like it. But I got that done. So now I got to get this quilt sandwiched, quilted. Got to get my mother's quilt, because I can't give this one to my sister and hadn't gave my mother hers, because it will be a fight. And y'all, even my son had something to say at Cookie's birthday about he's still waiting on his quilt. And my mom, they just really roasted me about that. So I am going to make sure that I get on these quilts. And it's all going to be ruler work that I'm going to do on these quilts. And I will let y'all see me doing that. I'll be making some videos on that, because a lot of people like myself cannot free motion. And ruler work is the next best thing. They say if you ever do it, you'll love it. So we're going to see. I got tons of rulers. You know, I've talked about that before. I bought tons of rulers. I got my foot. I got my machine over here. And I need to start making some labels. Got it. Labels for my quilts. For my mother's quilt, her quilt, my sister's quilt, and my son's. I'm going to get them 3 quilts out. I'm going to get them out. What's this? June? By the end of August, I'm going to get them 3 quilts out. Yes, I am. So I'm gonna set myself a deadline to get those 3 quilts there. But anyway, if you like this video, I've been doing some shorts, and I also have another sew along coming, another sew along on Zoom coming up. And look, I know some people say they're not savvy enough to get on Zoom. Yeah, you are. I give you the information in these videos. In each video, I've been advertising in the last three or 2 videos, but I hadn't been saying anything. You got a link there. Type in that link, and then you got a password. All that's right there for you. Put in that password. Put in that password and hit join the meeting, and we will be happy to come and for you to come in and show us what you're doing. It's really fun. We had fun last time. We were all, me and Miss Jassy, and Ellen. We were sewing and talking and laughing and showing our work, but I did spend a lot of time trying to fix up the video, which was terrible, and I just took it down. So, but we're not going to do that again. I know that I have to record it and then upload it on Facebook for you guys that cannot come into Zoom. But we would love to have you in Zoom, especially when you have questions. If you're new at quilting, we got we can help you out, or we can find out about it for you. But we can help you out or point you in someone else's direction that I know could help you. So, with all that being said, we would love to see you. It is June the 24th, last Sunday of this month. This is June 1st, last Saturday of the month, and it will be at noon Central Time. And we will go till we get tired. You know, I usually say about 3 hours. You can pop in and pop out. But I would say probably about 3 to 4 hours, because we get to talking and we get to showing off stuff and asking how to do this. Excuse me. Miss Jassy had never appliqued, or she was trying to applique. And so we got to help her out with that. And it was just a good feeling to help somebody that didn't know what they were doing and wanted somebody to take the time and do it live with them and show them how to do it. So that's what the Zoom is about. You come in with your project that you're working on. If you got a problem, we can be your problem solvers. We may. Now, like I say, if we don't know it, we know some people that can help you out. So we will get you there. But I think Miss Ellen, she done sold everything. If you could sew a rock, she done did that. Don't y'all tell I said that. But anyway, she done did it. She can do it. So I'm not so much worried about somebody not knowing, or we're not being able to show you how to do it. But then join us on the Zoom. Don't forget, 24th at noon Central Time, because I'm in Central Time. And Miss Jassy will be on again with us. And Miss Ellen will be on. So, And I got a surprise to you guys. I will probably be made a video on it, but I'll also be working on it on the Zoom meet. It's going to be a memory quilt. It would be a memory quilt, but I don't have any of my people's stuff that I'm making this quilt out of. I have a couple of them, but it's not enough to make a quilt. So, with that being said, it's a surprise. You'll see it. I'll probably made a video on it for you to see my next quilt. It's going to be my next quilt. But it's so easy done. It'll be a quick quilt, and it'll be mine. I think I'm keeping it for myself. But anyway, if you like what you see, if you enjoy my videos, please give me a thumbs up. Share my videos and subscribe. And thank you guys, the ones that are sharing my videos. I get a weekly report, and some of you are sharing my videos. I really appreciate that. And some of you are subscribing. So I appreciate that. All right, y'all have a blessed day. God bless you and your family. See you on the next video.